It's in Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the San Antonio Marshals and the Dallas Cowboys. That'll be taken in the end zone. And an alley to run. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. Past the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. He goes 105 yards on the kick return as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. So a heck of a start to this one. We haven't even gotten settled in already in the end zone on the opening kickoff.
And you know what happens, too? Now you got to translate what that means, because I think for the team that just scored, their defense, I think they'll be more aggressive now. They'll be bolder. They're playing with a lead and an early one and some momentum. So if you're the offensive coordinator on the other side of the field, you better be prepared for some heavy pressure coming your way. They're going to try and get another big score and a big one early.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Now Jackson on first down. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
From the gun on third down, Jackson. And he finds McLaurin. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 13 yards, and it keeps the drive moving.
Hey, watch that. Check right 54. Right 54. Let's go. Come on. Rush in. Mike 5-4.
Again, Jackson. It's caught inside the 25. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. Terry McLaurin, 55 yards. As his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call, the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Check 43.
The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Watching you cry. You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me.
So we're going to 53.
Check three, check three, check three.
We go 47.
Prescott looks to throw on first. Looking for Cooper, that's complete. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That'll go as a loss of 5. And it'll be a 2nd and long.
Mike 56. Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field.
Now Prescott. And that's Elliott, complete. 6 yards on the pickup, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Check 56. He's tired of you. He's tired of us.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. That one complete to Elliott. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Give him 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas 1st down.
Well, he's looking sharp right from the get-go here. Tough division. They needed this kind of a start. But I think this is part of where scripting comes in. We always hear about the scripting of plays, how they're going to be called. Everyone dress rehearses their script, and right now they're following it to a T.
And for that opening drive, so part of the script still to come, right, partner?
Yeah, no doubt about it. We've got a ways to go with that, but you can tell that they worked on the script the entire week in practice, and it's paying off for them.
Check, check. Lucky, lucky, lucky.
On 1st down, Swift. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Check 55, Mike. Are you getting ahead? Are you getting ahead?
They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3.
But when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, 1st round went to the offense, 2nd round the defense. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Here we go, 46, 46.
55. Right there in the middle. 55. Watch the curve. Watch the curve. Go, Echo. 55.
26.
Prescott from the gun.
Here we go.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Morton. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. And that'll be enough to keep the drive moving forward. Another 1st down on the pickup of 5 yards. Prescott going to come up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive.
Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Someone's looking fresh, and this O-line is definitely licking their chops. Everyone likes to run block. If you're an offensive lineman, nice early burst, nice gain too.
On 2nd and 1, Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. He went backwards 7 yards, setting up a tough 3rd down. Well, that last completion certainly not what they were hoping for, as now they'll try to convert on 3rd.
Mike 56, Mike 56. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will have a touchdown. Here's Hopkins now for the extra point. And it's up. It's good. Our score, 14-6. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 14-6 our score on EA Sports. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Hey, we're going to 54.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. And that is incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. Pulled in at the 24. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. A big play there out of Geis. 41 yards on the ground. Well, hello. I mean, it took him a while to get him a rep, but that's quite an introduction to this game.
And not just hello. How about goodbye to the defense as he went past him? Big-time run on his first carry of the game.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
On 2nd down now, McFarland. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Here's Geis, and he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Hopkins with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10.
Double dog, that's the way.
Prescott. He goes full extension, and he's got it. 23 yards, the final tally.
Well, there's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
49, check 49, check 49.
Elliott. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Check 59. It's been a long day for you.
Now on 2nd and 13. Prescott. Oh, Prescott stripped.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Prescott to throw it. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They start on the ground with Geis. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Now a pass hauled in downfield and down to the 20. And they rattle off a big one. 57 yards. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. It'll be a gain of 4, and it's a 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. This is Geis. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Darius Geis, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down. To throw is Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA with a sack.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
3rd and long for Prescott. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. So we reach halftime here at our first Monday Nighter of the season as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Again, they run. Again, it's Geis. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this. We got this.
On the ground, it's Geis. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Check 31. Check 31.
Jackson now off the bootleg. Slings this deep from McLaurin. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown! Terry McLaurin, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors. But that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
2nd and 5 now. Prescott, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Marcus Davenport, his 2nd sack of the night.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Bradley Chubb able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big. And now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time out, another touchdown, and I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the roads
true.
will be fairly clear
that is
by the time
one
we have to leave the booth.
They'll run on 1st down. McFarland. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. There he goes, right side. Touchdown. A big play there with his 1st career touchdown in his 1st career game as his guys continue to pour it on. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
At the 21-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. 10th carry now for Elliott. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. They're down here in the 3rd quarter, trying to get something going to the outside there. Didn't work out, though.
Yeah, and from the cheap seats and from where you and I are sitting, we did pay a pretty good price to get in here, right? You often wonder to yourself, why do you make that type of a call? That one went for no gain. But I think this offense thinks to itself, if we keep running these plays, eventually something may pop. It just didn't on that one.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Looking to throw. Prescott throwing the out route incomplete. That's Morton. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Now stopped him in his tracks. They'll run with Elliott. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
You remember me? You remember me?
And he'll go down at the 28. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
Geis with the carry on second down. Fights through him. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the third.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Stay with your man. Rotate. Get down. Save.
They stay on the ground. Geis again. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Here's Jackson to throw. And he will take it in for the touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown grab as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me.
Looking to throw on second down. Prescott, blitz coming, and down he goes. Marcus Davenport bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight. They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys. After the sack, it's 3rd and long. Now Prescott. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, it should not stop them at all from going back to him to find him. Find him.
A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. They go quickly here out to Moore. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 46-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Come on.
Now a handoff. Geis going right. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Ready. Base. Mike's 5-4. Blue Dan. 64. Weak. Hayward.
Now it's Jackson. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. How about 25 yards on 3rd down? They'll take it. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era when we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Throwing is Jackson. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Here's Jackson. Steps away to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Watch the slant. Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. Go. Long shot.
Here's Jackson on third and long. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Give him 19 on the play, but they will still come up a bit short. And now it's fourth down. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
They go to Elliott again. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard.
Check 55, Mike. Here we go, D. Check 52. Under 10. Under 10. 10. 26.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he works free. Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. 20, 10, and he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, 68 yards. And the Cowboys are able to make things a bit more respectable. So Dak will bring the Cowboys up to go for the 2-point try.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Here's Prescott. And this is caught, so they do get the 2. Still a very large deficit, but maybe something to feel a little better about. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Jackson, he's going to float this one deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
A little work still to do, though. That'll be taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
At the 17-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
We own them.
Another carry tonight for the workhorse Elliott. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Hopkins with the extra point, and the lead will swell by one more.
66, Cowboys 14.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest,
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again, and who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
He wasn't ready. He wasn't ready.
Here we go. Slide in.
56. I'm coming. Hey, watch it. Watch it.
On 3rd down, it's Pollard. And it would appear he's going to be short of a 1st down as he stopped right around the 29. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up the 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
Now, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
Hey, kill.
Let him know.
Now Prescott on 4th down. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field.
Hey, check 24. Check 24. Check go. Check the backer. Mike,
On 1st down, this is Geis. And some space here. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
Exactly.
there.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head.
But that's
the
about
virtual guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
But in that case, run it up.
And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Yeah, real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason. But now I'm listening to you. So for our visitors, it's a fantastic start as they roll to a blowout victory here in the season opener. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Dallas, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in New Orleans against the Saints. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.